Hello, beautiful soul. Think about your happiest moment from this past week. Was it complicated? Did it require a lot of stuff? Or a packed schedule? It was probably something simple. Maybe your morning coffee, a chat with a grandchild, or watching the sunrise from your favorite chair. Something magical happens when we discover that having less can actually give us so much more. More peace, more joy, more time for what we truly love. Today, we're going to explore this beautiful truth together. At this wonderful stage of your life, after age 50, 60, 70, or older, you have the wisdom to know what truly matters. This exploration will share why the simple life isn't about giving up the things you love. Rather, it's about making more room for them. We'll discover gentle ways to create more breathing space in your home, your heart, and your daily routine. By the end of our time together, you'll have practical steps to start living lighter and feeling brighter. Let's explore something. After years of accumulating belongings, how much of your day do you spend taking care of them? Cleaning them, organizing them, looking for them, or simply deciding what to do with them? Now, imagine if you could get some of that time back. What would you do with those extra minutes or hours? Maybe spend more time in your garden, call your children more often, or finally read those books you've been meaning to enjoy. This is the beautiful secret of simple living. When we have fewer things demanding our attention, we create space for what truly fills our hearts. More time for phone calls with family and friends. More energy for the hobbies that bring you joy, whether that's knitting, woodworking, or tending to your plants. More peaceful moments just to breathe and be. Think of it like tending a garden you've cultivated over the years. When you pull the weeds, the flowers have more room to bloom. When we gently remove the excess from our lives, our joy has more room to grow. It's not about living with nothing. It's about surrounding ourselves only with things that make us smile or that serve a real purpose in our life. Research shows us something wonderful. People who embrace this gentler way of living often feel less stressed and more satisfied with their lives. They spend less time managing their stuff and more time enjoying the simple pleasures that cost nothing but mean everything. You know, this idea of finding happiness in simplicity isn't new. For thousands of years, wise people from all over the world have discovered the same beautiful truth. Contentment comes from within, not from what we own. Ancient Greek philosophers talked about the golden mean. But simply, it's about finding that sweet spot between having too little and having too much. Buddhist teachings remind us that attachment to material things often creates suffering, while letting go brings peace. These aren't difficult concepts, they're gentle reminders of what our hearts already know. The wonderful thing about this ancient wisdom is that it's still true today. We don't need the latest gadget or the newest car model to feel fulfilled. Real happiness grows when we appreciate what we already have and find gratitude for the simple gifts around us every day. This doesn't mean we need to live like hermits or never enjoy nice things. It's about finding that comfortable balance where we have what we need and love without the burden of excess weighing us down. Have you ever noticed how good it feels to walk into a tidy, peaceful room? There's actually science behind that feeling of calm. When our eyes have fewer things to process, our minds can relax too. It's like giving your brain a gentle hug. Physical clutter creates what researchers call visual noise. Too many things competing for our attention at once. This can make us feel scattered, anxious, or overwhelmed without even realizing why. When we clear our surroundings, something magical happens. Our thoughts become clearer, our stress melts away, and we can focus on what really matters. The same principle works with our schedules and commitments. Every yes we say to something that doesn't truly serve us is a no to something that might bring us real joy. Learning to gently decline invitations or obligations that drain our energy frees us up for the activities and people that light us up inside. Here's a gentle way to start. Choose one small area, such as your kitchen counter, your bedside table, or even just one drawer. Clear everything off or out, give it a good clean, and then only put back the items that you use regularly or that make you happy. Notice how this simple act affects how you feel throughout the day. Modern, simple living isn't about going back to the Stone Age or giving up all technology. It's about being thoughtful and intentional with what we choose to keep in our lives. It's asking ourselves, does this add value to your day, or does it just add clutter? Many people find incredible relief when they finally let go of items they've been keeping just in case. You know the ones, the extra kitchen gadgets, the clothes that might fit someday, the books we might read again. Often, these things create more mental burden than actual benefit. Here's a gentle question to ask yourself before bringing something new into your home. Do I truly need this? Or do I just want it right now? This simple pause can help you make choices that align with your values instead of impulse purchases that might end up gathering dust. If you're feeling brave, let's try something. For the next 30 days, remove just one item from your home each day. It could be something to donate, recycle, or simply put in its proper place. You might be surprised by how little you miss these things and how much lighter your space and your spirit begin to feel. While everyone talks about FOMO, the fear of missing out, let's introduce something much more peaceful. Let's call it JOMO, the joy of missing out. This is about finding happiness in not cramming your schedule full of every possible activity or opportunity. Imagine the freedom of not feeling like you have to attend every event, buy every trend, or say yes to every invitation. Instead of feeling left out, you get to enjoy the present moment without constantly comparing yourself to others or worrying about what you might be missing. This might look like choosing a quiet evening with a good book over a busy weekend packed with activities, or feeling perfectly content not having the newest smartphone when your current one works just fine. It's about recognizing that sometimes the best choice is the simpler choice. When you embrace JOMO, you give yourself permission to move at your own pace, to choose quality over quantity, and to find deep satisfaction in the simple rhythms of daily life. You might discover that doing less actually allows you to enjoy more. Sometimes joy shows up in the pauses, the moments between the busyness. Think about the last time you sat in silence and simply listened. The sound of birds, the hum of the wind, or even your own steady breath. These quiet pauses remind us that life's richness is often found not in what we add, but in what we notice. The practice of slowing down can feel uncomfortable at first, but it opens the door to a deeper peace. As we wrap up our time together, you should know that you don't need to make any dramatic changes to start experiencing more joy and peace in your life. Simple living is available to everyone, regardless of your budget, your living situation, or your circumstances. The beauty of this approach is that it starts with just one small step. Maybe it's clearing out that one drawer we talked about. Maybe it's saying no to one commitment that doesn't truly serve you. Or maybe it's simply spending one evening this week without screens, just enjoying your own company or time with loved ones. You could even make it playful. Try having a slow evening once a week where you light a candle, make a simple meal, and let the evening unfold without rushing. Notice how your body feels when you give yourself permission to rest without guilt. Often we discover that what we thought was boredom is actually peace in disguise. True happiness often comes from the smallest, simplest moments, watching clouds drift by, laughing with a friend, or enjoying a cup of tea in peaceful silence. These experiences don't cost anything, but their value is priceless. And here's something beautiful. The more you practice noticing these moments, the easier they are to find. It becomes like training your heart to look for joy in everyday life. Whether it's a neighbor's smile, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, or even the comfort of a favorite chair. The more attention you give to these little gifts, the more abundant they become. It's like joy multiplies the moment we give it our focus. Remember, your life is too precious to spend buried under possessions and obligations that don't bring you joy. You deserve to feel light, peaceful, and content. You deserve to have space in your life for what makes your heart sing. Your journey to simple joy starts today with whatever small step feels right for you. At this enriching chapter in your life, you have the wisdom to appreciate what truly matters most. Be kind to yourself and remember, sometimes less truly is more. If you enjoyed this video on simple living, the next one will show you how to stay calm, unshaken, and free from anger, No matter what life throws at you,